So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. That's complete to Marlon Mack. Touchdown, Texans. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And the Texans will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
From the 17, Watson. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They're they're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A give, running right is Mack. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football. First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On 3rd down, Jones. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Texans scoop it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. The big fella. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. These two teams all tied after one. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. 2nd and 12. On the handoff, it's Mack. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end, can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Let's get off the field. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Slam.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now it's Watson. They'll run the screen with Mack. Finding room to the 20. And down to the 7-yard line.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd and goal, Watson. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try and run. Here's Mack. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Marlon Mack with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and John. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Jenkins. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. A big play there for Philly. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Jones is going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! It's complete. Zach Ertz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ballgame here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. Watson on 1st down. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Watson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
What do you want?
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. A final shot before the break. Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, report team, that this is a tied game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Barkley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Desmond King making the tackle.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second and 5 now. Jones. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and he's going to lead to third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now Jones is going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's Jones on 3rd and 2. Touchdown, Eagles. John Ross with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
To throw again on second down. Watson, Cooks on the quick slant. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. Now it's 2nd and 9. Off of play action, it's Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I can't talk right now.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Ertz over the middle. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
No, I thought it was the other Tim.
Tim's a master plumbing architect, also really into things like this. I need Tim help because I don't have time to mess around with this. When we live by it at night, that's probably the work. Tim's got time to do.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Take it in at the 3. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So still 14 yards to go, second down. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. The Texans on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Watson. Throw left side, complete to QT. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down and 4. Watson. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone, because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Watson on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation. with your offensive unit and you tell them, here's the situation. They got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Barkley with a carry on 1st down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll go to Barkley again. 58 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
It's about 95-3. Is there any chance y'all will let us set up here to expand the...
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Eagles, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Texans, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.
He said we definitely take crypto though.